Wow. I saw Cats today. I did. I saw it. There's the proof right there. It's my ticket. Saw it this afternoon, this Friday afternoon. I wasted my Friday afternoon. So Cats is the movie edition of the musical. I have never seen the musical, to be honest. I'll kind of go what it's about. It's about a cat who's with all these other cats, and they want to win the ball. And if they win the ball, they go to like cat heaven or something. And this older cat picks which cat goes to cat heaven, and Idris Elba is trying to go to cat heaven, so he's like killing all the cats. I honestly like musicals. I like seeing Broadway musicals, and I do like movies that are musicals. So going into this movie, when I first saw the trailers, the first thing I thought was, holy shit, this looks like insanity. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. What is going on? So I try to turn my brain off going this movie, trying to not hear about any of the outside criticism, because you've probably all heard the worst about this movie, and I try to enjoy it for what it was. And to be completely honest, the reviews doesn't do justice of how bad this movie actually is. I mean, shit. The musical, I'm sure, is great because of how popular it is, and they made a movie out of it. But if the musical is like this movie, I don't understand why it's so good. Probably heard all the criticism of how this movie looks. And the CGI on the characters is terrifying. I was uncomfortable throughout 98% of this movie. If you didn't know, there's also characters that aren't just cats that are CGI, and those are even more terrifying. I really felt like I was tripping balls in this movie. I was getting a contact high of how terrifying this movie looked. I thought at one point I was going to die in the theater. Yes, all that's bad. The worst part about Cats is the story. It's boring. Really boring. I swear this is a 2-hour movie of just character introductions. I just don't understand where the real plot was here. When I was watching the movie, all the musical numbers and stuff weren't even interesting or good. It really felt like they were just copying exactly how the musical is. Maybe if you're a fan of the musical, you'll like that, but I feel like with the movie, you have to have your own take on it, your own twist, and kind of switch up the sequences yourself and do different choreographed stuff. Because the dance numbers in here just seem so odd. It feels like you're really watching something on stage, but it's really not on stage. And these musical numbers are bizarre, like really strange. I never thought in my life I would see Taylor Swift as a cat dangling off a moon, pumping catnip into a crowd of cats, making them high as dick. I never thought I would see something like that in a movie, but now I have, and I want to sell my eyeballs because of it. I mean, the acting and the singing, I don't know if I can really criticize it. I mean, the singing's good. There's some songs that are memorable, but it's from the musical. I can't give the movie credit for that. But I swear, some of these songs are so forgettable too, and the whole sequences. Like, they're just so forgettable, and they're very boring. They're very stale. And like how the actors act, like they try and act like cats too, and they just do cat things. Like when a cat shows affection, they're like, they like move their head like this and like rub their heads against each other. It just looks so awkward. And I can't imagine what it looked like when they were filming it, like with their CGI suits and like the green screen behind it. It probably was so awkward on set. People were probably looking around like, I mean, I can't be the only uncomfortable person here. That's what I was. I was very uncomfortable throughout the whole movie. It just was so awkward, so stale, and just very bizarre. And back to like the cat suit, like CGI stuff, it's weird. Like, it's just so creepy. Their faces are on the cats. They have like human bodies, but they're cat bodies. They have feet and hands. They don't have paws. Like, it's just so weird. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. I've said all I can say about this movie. A lot of people maybe thought you'd go in this movie, have fun with like how bizarre and how stupid and how weird it is. But to be completely honest, you can't, because it's so boring. Like, there are sequences that are very weird where I was like, holy shit, what is going on? This is bizarre. I want to die. Like, it is really bad, but it's not like the bad, like The Room, where you watch it and just laugh for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. This is just very boring. So the movie's even worse in that sense. You can't even really have fun with how bad it is. I guess the only compliment I can give this movie is the world looks alright. It looks colorful and stuff, but even that is not even that great. And the singing's good for the most part, but like I said, it's recycled songs from the musical, so I can't even really give the movie that much credit. That's really towards the actors and actresses, but some of the singing isn't very good either. In the end though, Cats is exactly what you thought it was going to be. It's very awkward, it's weird, but the worst part about it is it's not very fun at all. It's extremely boring. So even though this movie's really bad, you can't really have fun with how bad it is. And that's probably the worst part of it. The only way I can sum up how I feel this movie is from the words of the great Ian Malcolm of Jurassic Park.
We're so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
That's how this movie is. Cats gets a 1. I really wasted 2 hours of my life this Friday afternoon to see this movie. Shows how much I love you guys and I love this channel. So, cats, don't go see it. Just don't. Just please don't see it. Thank you guys for watching, and click here to see more of Davey Dave's Takes.